Hi everyone. Last class we had discussed about a pair of a linear equation in two variable. So that is the word problem related to the speed, time and distance. In this session we discuss some more example of a related problem of speed, time and distance. So how to find out the speed and time or distance of the given question. Let us see. So first one question I consider here. So it is very important for exam point of view. Giving the star here, star mark is indicate that compulsory this type of question will come in exam for 4 marks, or this type of questions also will come in 4 marks in exam. So let us discuss. A man travel here given. A man travels 370 km by train and partly by car. So this one information is given. Suppose a man travel 370 km by train and partly by car. This information and first one condition is given. If he cover 250 km by train, out of 370 he cover the distance of 250 km by train and remaining 120 km he travel by the car. It takes him 4 hours. It will take him to the 4 hours. Suppose you want to reach from your job place to his home means, so total distance is given here 370. So you want to travel part or some part of by train and remaining part by the car. So first one condition is given here. If he cover the 250 km by the train and remaining 120. Out of 370 he cover the distance 240 by the train and remaining 120 by the car means it will take him 4 hours. Next, this is the first one condition. Next one condition is given here. But if he travel 130 km by train, next condition, if he travel 130 km by train and the rest means how much? 240. 240 plus 130 that is 370. So remaining 240 km he want to travel by the car. It takes 18 minutes longer than the first one condition. Here 18 minutes are given. This is a minute and this one is hours. So here given 18 minutes is longer then. So you have to find out the speed of the train and speed of the car. We don't know what is the speed of the car and we don't know what is the speed of the train. So you have to find out what is the speed of the train and what is the speed of the car. So let us discuss. First you have to consider first step you have to write here. Let the speed of train x kilometer per hour. Speed of the train is x kilometer and you have to write unit also, that is per hour. Next, similarly, let the speed of car y kilometer per hour. We want to find out the speed of the train and speed of the car. So that's why we consider as let the speed of the train is x kilometer per hour and let the speed of the car is y kilometer per hour. So next equation is basic equation, speed equal to distance by time, or you can write time equal to distance by speed. So this equation already we had discussed in the last session. So let's revise once again here. Time equal to distance by speed. This is the time equation, or you can write speed equal to distance by time, or you can write time into speed equal to distance. Any one equation you have to remember. So I wrote here time equal to distance by speed. So first one condition are according to the first situation, or you can write according to the first one condition, or you can write case 1 and case 2. So case 1 is here. Case 1 is given here. If he cover the 250 km, 250 is distance covered by the train and already we had considered speed of the train is x. So you have to substitute in this equation means we will get the time of the train. So particular time and particular time to cover the for example particular time of the train is not given and particular time of the car is also not given. So that's why I am saying here time equal to distance speed. Distance is given 250. Speed we consider that is x. Time we don't know. That's why we substitute this equation. Means we get the time to require time to take the train. How much time will take? So that's why we are right here. If we cover the 250 km by train, so time equal to, or T1 equal to, T1 is the time required for the train. So T1 equal to, distance is how much we covered in first one condition, that is 250. So distance is 250. Speed, what we have to consider the speed of the train, that is x. X you have to write. Next one, and the rest by the car. Total you want to cover the 370. Just you cover the 250 by the train, remaining by the car. Remaining is how much? Suppose 370 is total distance you want to cover. Just you cover the 250 by the train. Remaining means just you have to minus. Out of 370, 250 minus means you will get, that is 120. So time 2 can take. Here time 2 is the time required for the car. That is time 2 equal to distance. How much distance the car will cover? That is 120. We can write here 120. Speed of the car, that is y. We consider in this first step. Let the speed of the car is y. That's what we write y. Next one is the rest by the car. It takes in 4 hours. Suppose together one time 2 means it will take 4 hours. So that's why I have to add here 250x plus 120y equal to, it will take in 4 hours. Suppose you look at here, this is the time, this is the time, this is the time of the train, and this is the time to require by the car, that is T2. Suppose you have to add together means it will come, that is together 4 hours. So distance by speed of the train, distance by speed of the car. Suppose together we have to add, this is also time, this is also time. This is T1, this is T2. T1 is distance by speed of this formula. This time is train, and 120 by y. This is also time of car. Suppose total together the time to require by the train and time to require by the car. Total time is required to reach 370 km for a man, that is 4 hours. Total time is required to cover that distance 370 is 4 hours. So this is the equation number 1. This is the equation number 1. So case 2 also can write same. Case 2 is given here, but if we travel 130 km by train, so here also can be T1. In second condition, T1 means the time to require by train is, that is T1. So but if we travel 130 km by train, so distance is how much here? 130. Speed of the train is x. Next, and the rest by the car. Remaining how many kilometers? Out of 370. You want to cover the 370 km. Just you cover the 130 km. Just have to minus this, you get 30. 4 minus 3. 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. Here 240. So time 2. So car A cover the distance of 240. 130 is covered by the distance by the train, and remaining kilometer, that is 240 kilometer car will cover, that is total distance is 240 and speed is y. So next together you have to add means what will take the time. So it takes 18 minutes longer. Comparing the first condition and second condition means second condition will take the longer, that is 18 minutes. How much longer? 18 minutes is longer, or 18 minutes is extra. So that's how I will take here 130 by x plus 240 by y equal to 4 plus 18. Don't take only 18. 18 minutes longer than the first one condition. First one condition it will take 4 hours. In second one condition 18 minutes longer means you can write here 4 plus 18 minutes. So this is the hours, this is the minutes. Just you have to convert minute into hour. That is a standard form. So let us see how to convert. I am rubbing this. Just you have to note it. If you have any doubt, just pause the video and watch once again. You will get your doubt clearly. Where you have to not understand that time, you have to pause the video and watch. So next one is 130 divided by x plus 240y. 4 plus 18 minutes is given. 18 minutes you have to convert it into hours. So how to convert 1 hours equal to 60 minutes. In 1 hour, how many minutes are there? 60 minutes. So here minutes are given, that is 18. 80 minutes equal to z, means how much hours. So cross multiplication means you will get 18 into 1, 18, z into 60, z into 60, z 60. 80 into 60 means you will get divided by 60 equal to z. So 2 9s are 2 30s are 3 3s are 3 10s. 2 9s are 2 3s are 6. This one is 0. Next 9 by 30 or 3 by 10. 3 by 10 also can write. So 3 divided by 10 equal to z. This is a 18 minute you have to convert it into hour. So now you have to write here 130 divided by x. So next 240 by y. 4 plus 3 by 10. 4 plus 3 by 10. So 3 by 10 is the hour. Next you have to add, means you will get, I am writing here. So second one equation is 130 by x 240 by y equal to LCM of, here you can take LCM, here nothing is 1 and 10, LCM is 10, cross multiplication is 4 into 10, 40 plus 3. So this is 40 plus 3. Next step you can write 130 by x 240 by y equal to 43 divided by 10. So this is the equation number 2. Now let us see the equation number 1 and 2. In equation number, variable are in the form of a denominator, and in equation number 2 also variable are in the form of a denominator. So where the equation in variable are in denominator form means you have to use here reducible method. So some students have confusion when you have to use the reducible method and when you have to take the LCM. So let us see here. Suppose x by 3 plus y by 2 equal to 1. Here the numbers are in denominator. Numbers are in denominator means just you have to take the LCM. For example, 2 and 3 LCM is 6. Cross multiplication means 2 into x, 2x, 3 into y, 3y equal to 1. So 2x plus 3y equal to cross multiplication means into 6. So this is a general form of a linear equation in two variable. Suppose denominator, in denominators numbers are given means just you have to take the LCM and you have to simplify, means you will get the general form of linear equation in two variable. Suppose in here given, suppose variables are given in a denominator means, example here 2 by x 3 by y equal to 1. In this equation or in this situation, here denominators are in the form of a variable or variable are in the form of a denominator, means you have to use here reducible method. So like 2 can write 2 into 1 by x, we will get the 2 by x only. So 3 by y can write 3 into 1 by y equal to, we will get the 3 by y only. So this is the common term. Second one, the equation also we get the 1 by x and 1 by y. So that time you have to substitute 1 by x equal to p and 1 by y equal to q. So let us discuss how to use the reducible method. In this situation, this is the first equation and this is the second one the equation. So comparing first and second, first one the equation I am writing here 250 divided by x plus 120 divided by y equal to 4. This is the equation number 1. Suppose now you have to compare the equation 1 and 2 means, so you have to use here reducible method 130. We can write 130 into 1 by x plus 240 you can write 240 into 1 by y. So equal to 43 divided by 10. So sorry for that. Sir is asking, can I go outside? So I said yes. Next, let us discuss here. 130 by x you can write 130 into 1 by x plus 240 by y you can write 240 into 1 by y equal to 43 by y. Next, first one equation also you can write 240 into 1 by x plus 120 into 1 by y equal to 4. So now look at the equation 1 and 2. So common term of equation 1 and 2 is that is 1 by x, 1 by x. Next one, the common term of equation 1 and 2, that is 1 by y and 1 by y. So 1 by x, common term of equation 1 and 2. That's why I take here. I'm writing here. So let 1 by x equal to b. Next common term of next common term of equation 1 and 2, that is 1 by y. So 1 by y equal to q. Now we have to substitute 1 by x. Instead of 1 by x you have to write p. Instead of 1 by y you can write the q. Let us see here. 130 1 by x means that is p plus 240 1 by y means that is q equal to 43 by 10. Next one is 250 p 1 by x means p, that's why I write here p plus 120 1 by y that is q equal to 4. So this is the equation number 3 and this one is equation number 4. Now you want to eliminate any one term, means you will get the remaining term of the variable, that is 130p 240q 43 by 10. Here 240p plus 120q equal to 4 is given. Suppose I want to eliminate here q term, means q term, this also q, this also q is given. Suppose you want to eliminate the q term, means just you have to multiply here 2. 12 to the 24. So 130p plus 240 q equal to 43 by 10. You have to multiply, means you will get here 500p plus 240 q equal to 4 to the 8. Next you have to simplify, means you will get here this is minus, this is minus, this is minus. So minus 240q plus 240q get cancelled. So 500p minus 130p. So we will get how much? 0 minus 0 0. Take carry 10 minus 7 and this one is 4. 4 minus 1 is 370p minus 370p, because greater is 500, backside is minus, that's why I write minus 370p. So similarly minus 8, this one is plus 43 by 10. Next you have to simplify, means 370p equal to LCM is how much? 10 cross multiplication 8 into 10 80 plus 43. Now we have to simplify, means we get 370p equal to 80 plus 43 minus 80 plus 43, greater minus smaller, take carry 10 minus 3, that is 7. Here 7 minus 4, that is 3 divided by 10 is minus. So minus minus get cancelled. Next step I am writing here, look at here. Next step, so it is little bit lengthy, but you have to practice more and more, means it become easy and it will take less time. So next p equal to 37 by 10 into 370 is there, means it will become divided by 370. So p equal to 37 get cancelled, 1 divided by 100. P value is 1 by 100. Next step, put p equal to 1 by 100 in equation number 1, or you have to substitute in equation number 2, you will get the value of q. So substitute in equation number 1, sorry, in equation number you have to take here 3 or 4. So you can take here 3 or you can take here 4 also. 4 is very simple, because Because here fraction number is not given, that's why I consider or select the 4 equation. Here third equation is 43 by 10. So little bit confusion. You will get little bit time to simplify the fraction number. That's why I take here the fourth equation. Put p equal to 1 by 100 in fourth equation. Fourth equation is how to write here. 250p plus 120q equal to 4. This is a fourth one equation. P value just you have to substitute. 250 p value is 1 by 100 plus 120q equal to 4. Next 0 0 get cancelled. 5 5 is 5 2 is. So 5 by 2. 0 0 get cancelled. 5 2 is 5 5 is 5 by 2 plus 120q equal to 4. Next step is you have to make the like term one side and unlike term is one side, means you will get 120q equal to 4 plus means it become minus 5 by 2. Here nothing is 1. So 120q equal to LCM is 2. Cross multiplication 8 by 8 minus 5. Next you have to simplify, means we will get, so 120q equal to 8 minus 5, that is 3. 3 by 2 is 2 as it is. So q value required. So 3 by 2 into means it become 1 by 120 are divided by 120. Next you have to simplify, means 3 1s are 3 4s are. So 4 2s are 8. Q value is 1 by 80. Now you require the value of x and y, that is the speed of train and the speed of the car. So substitute, put p equal to 1 by 100, or you can consider that one is x equal to 1 by p, sorry 1 by x equal to 1 divided by x equal to p. We consider in this first steps, or in the second or fourth step we will get, that is 1 by x equal to p. We consider in before problem that 1 by x equal to p value is how much? 1 by 100. Cross multiplication means we will get 100 equal to x. So x is the speed of the train. So that is last one sentence you have to write compulsorily. Therefore, the speed of the train is x equal to 100 km per hour. Suppose the train of the speed is 100 km per hour, means he will reach his home in by 4 hours. So next one, 1 by y equal to, that is q. So 1 by y equal to q value is 80. Cross multiplication means 80 into 1 80. This is y. So y equal to 80. So y is the speed of the car. So last one sentence you have to write here also. Therefore the speed of the car is y, that is equal to 80 km per hour. Suppose the train speed is 100 and the car speed is 80, means he will cover or he will reach, here given first one equation, that is 250 km by the speed of 100 by the train and 120 km the speed of car is 80, means he will reach his home by, or it will take 4 hours. Next one condition, 130 km by the train, speed of 100, 240 km the speed of car is 80, means it will take time 18 minutes longer than the first one equation. So this method is very simple. Wherever you have got the doubt, just have to pause the video and watch once again. Next session we will discuss some more related of time and work related problem. So until, take care, bye, thank you, have a nice day.